first thing is we have always worshipped trees. That's our custom, that's our tradition always. So the new concept states that we should worship trees. Ganesha is there, and we have initiated this new concept in the sense that there should be a cultural association with trees always. We shouldn't cut the trees, we should worship them, and that is why we have initiated this concept, and we are looking forward that people take it home and don't cut trees and worship trees.
If you see, Ganesh ji is a perfect symbol of the unity of all creation, with an elephant head and a human body. And so we thought that in the same spirit, the best way to worship Lord Ganesh is as a tree. So that is why for the last many years, the Bakul Foundation has been celebrating Tree Ganesh. And not only that, you see, we are all concerned about the pollution that happens, after the puja, with the immersion of the idols which are filled with chemicals. Now there is no problem of that here. And this is the monsoon time, so it will rain tomorrow or today, and the natural Visarjan happens. But the basic idea behind it also is what at Bakul Foundation we have been trying to push and popularize is the idea of a personal and a cultural relationship with trees. See, earlier we used to worship trees, and we started with idol worship under trees, right? So even now that is continuing. And the moment you worship trees or worship a tree as the temple or the tree as the temple building, then you have respect for the trees and you don't cut it down. Now we have lost that. Post-industrial revolution, the trees have just become objects. And so we need to get back to that relationship where we worship trees, which is important if we want to turn the tide of environmental degradation. So that is why we have been promoting a cultural association, whether it is gifting of trees on different occasions, whether it is tying of rakhis to trees on Raksha Bandhan, or worshipping Lord Shri Ganesh as Tree Ganesh. See, again, it is just wasteful because it's just one day. Rather, we would want that people use the resources for better purpose, whether tree plantation or conservation or even education, things that Lord Shri Ganesh stands for, rather than investing in something which again adds to, actually the cost is much more than the lakhs of the pendle, because if you look at the environmental cost of that, then it is much more. So that way this is like it's a question of a couple of thousand rupees.